Hi guys, Sarah the Northwoods Stitcher's head here. I'm gonna change the camera position in a little bit. Happy Monday. I'm back from my stitch retreat. We are 2.5 weeks post-op with Abby's surgery. We're about to take off for camp, so I'm trying to film a bunch of films. We'll see if I can get a couple in or if I have to film one up at camp. We had a full house for Stitch Maine. I had my friends Marie T as well as Tina visit. Tina brought us this diamond dot. Yes, that's a diamond dot. That is for our coffee room. She likes coffee just as much as we do, but that was just above and beyond amazing. She gave me a diamond dot to do as well. I'm gonna have to pull it over here. I've got the table covered. I couldn't haul it all upstairs to show you, so I wanted to show you what I had on the table, pause this, and then go get some more stuff, because I also have stuff to show you from the dump. This is just temporary to keep it away from you-know-who until we hang it properly in our little coffee room, which is really just our laundry, coffee facility, little area, and Stuart's feeding station. I also wanted to show some of the birthday gifts that I got. Happy birthday to me. Weeks ago, I celebrated with my friend Sue. It was past her birthday, before my birthday, so we thought, let's just do both on this day. We went out to lunch, we did some thrifting, but she made me some fabulous things. So look at this little treasure. So this is an over-the-shoulder crossbody. It has a little thing for me to clip my keys on. It snaps open. It has a really deep space for both my wallet and my phone. Isn't that cute? I love this fabric. But I also love that I can wear this at a retreat. I can use it as my little sewing quick grab. This can house my scissors with a little thing on the bottom, of course. And it's just a fantastic length, and it is a breakaway. She thought of everything. It's really smart. So that was a phenomenal present. And then she also gave me this personalized notebook cover. Isn't this cute? So it's got a little spot for a stylus, which doubles as a pen. It has a snap, and then you open it up to the notebook. Will this help me stay organized? I don't know. Let's hope so. But it's completely padded. I just love it. And she made it. I can't make stuff like this. It's just fantastic. And you know, the way it slips in, I can also use these as pockets to house other pieces of paper if I don't want to lose anything. All right, let me get this. One more thing I'll show you, and then I'll adjust this view so I don't look like this. Also, my friend Aimee from Two Cross Stitchers sent me this amazing card. I don't know why I haven't thought of this. I actually have some pom-poms, so I want to do this. So this is a flattened cupcake paper with the pom-poms and a real candle. How's that for a cute card? You don't need a ton of carding supplies to make something fun and amazing. And when she sent this to me, she sent it in a nice sized box. She also sent this little button floral bouquet in an antique salt shaker. Isn't that amazing? I can't wait to make one of these. I have yet to play around with the buttons to make a button bouquet, but this is just so cool. And she also, if you can see, stacked some of the buttons, which is a great effect. She didn't do all of them. She didn't have to do all of them. It's just perfect that way. All right, let me see. Hi, isn't that better? I think so. So, Stitch Maine report. Wow, it was a great time. I love Stitch Maine because one, it's local. It's probably a 35-minute drive for me, maybe 40, from house to door. It's in Hollowell, Maine. It's put on by the Daily Stitcher, and that's Penny. And I should go get her card. Hold on. So she is the Daily Stitcher, and that is her website name, thedailystitcher.com. You would look for this little girl sewing or embroidering, you know, you're on the correct website. She is a Maine-based online cross-stitch, needle arts, accessories shop. You name it, she's got it. She's got fabric, she's got flosses, she's got charts. So if you haven't visited the Daily Stitcher yet, she's a fun place to go. Anyway, she had her retreat on her birthday. She had 91 people. She had her huge shop there. I think she probably brought most everything, thousands upon thousands of charts and accessories. And I mean, it was just incredible, absolutely incredible. As well as the New England Stitcher was there, Stephanie was there, and she was selling her things. And she does a lot of things like a project bag called the Whippa Keepa. And I bought one. I bought a small one. I really wish I'd bought a big one too. But this is what my guilty pleasure was at this retreat. So this is a small Whippa Keepa. It's got an elastic closure. And look at the inside pattern. So I have a zipper pouch here. I can also put things behind that pouch. I have a floss keep here, and I can put things behind that pouch. There is the New England Stitcher zipper pull. There is a beautiful little either floss card holder or scissor holder here with a project card. And this, of course, can hold your needles. She's thought of everything. Now, she doesn't have an online shop, but you can find her on Instagram. Let me see what she says about Instagram. YouTube or Instagram, the New England Stitcher. You should be able to find her that way. And I think she can sell some things through her Instagram. She's very, very busy. Too busy to have an online shop. But we've been so blessed to have her at 2 retreats at this year in Maine alone. So I've gone a little overboard, and I can't wait to go overboard again at another time. But the larger ones have either a button or a snap or magnetic closure. Don't quote me on that. So it's just one of those. We'll release here, and then it opens up. And I want to say it's at least twice the size of this, and just as beautifully made. Look how thick that is. It's very puffy. This is perfect for ornaments, for Mill Hill kits, for smaller items that don't necessarily have to be folded over and over again. I would even keep a small hoop in this project if I was working on it. Because of the elastic, it has some give to it, but it will still keep everything contained. If you can, go check her out. I also got a scissor fob or zipper pull that she made. Isn't that cute? I don't know if you can read the font. Seaside Stitching, Lasting Friendships, Stitch Maine. I think that's wonderful. I was so happy to grab that. I wanted to grab a whole bunch of needle minders, but the reality is I'm up to 4. You know how I keep them on an embroidery hoop? I think I must have 80. So I'm trying to control myself, spend my money on bigger ticket items rather than those small things I tend to collect. Also at Stitch Maine, I saw so many friends there. It was so nice to catch up with people. Never enough time though, when you've got so many tables you have to visit and say hello to. And my table was saying, are you gonna sit and stitch? I didn't do much of that. I did a lot of talking and running around and hey, hi, how are you? And I heard wonderful stories and met some new people. It was just, I don't know, it was just fantastic. I can't wait for another one. I don't wish it was 2 days. I like that it's a one-day event. It's one day and done, and I'm still left coming away like I've had so much fun and done so much. I don't want always to have to commit to 2 days, particularly in the summer. It's just so busy. But if she wanted to do 2 retreats a year, I'd definitely sign up for that too. But I did get to see my friend June, who made me this fantastic project bag. Look at those sleepy owls. Is that the best fabric? She is a master quilter. And look at the detail. Everything is perfectly stitched. Isn't that gorgeous? So I think I'll put my owl stitch in here, Flora. I think I've shown it to you, but I'm so excited to use this. This is such a treasure to have. I have a couple of project bags from her, and they are so beautiful. I don't like taking them out of the house, but carrying them around in the house is wonderful. I do need to give them some people time and show them off. So I might be taking them to some of my stitch groups so people can see her work. She's also done one with a cross stitch piece across the front bottom of it. So I think I've shown you guys that as well. Anyway, thank you so much, June. It's just amazing that you would make something and then want to give it to me. I'm so spoiled. I had such a great time there. And I missed her at the Library Stitchers Retreat. So it was good, so good to catch up. Now, the door gift, when you signed in and registered and got your name tag at this retreat, was this beautiful nautical motif. Look at those cute little anchors and the ship's wheels and the life-saving devices. And this is a really cool button elastic. It's very soft, but sturdy. The inside looks like little bubbles. Now, I did already give away there was this really cool Stitcher-Ooo thing that goes over maybe say a large Dunkin' Donuts cup or something like that. I don't drink stuff like that, and I don't have any Stanley cups. You know me, I like to drink out of a wine glass. So I gave that one to my friend Tina because I thought, I'm not going to use this. Would you like it? But it was a beautiful koozie that had a handle, and it was all Maine motif. It was so cool. But I racked my brain to think, how else would I use it? I just wouldn't. So I thought it would be fun for her to have. She can keep one at the office. She can have one in her car. She'll be styling. Also in the bag was this beautiful skein of Threadworks floss. This one, has it got a name on it? I don't think it does. No. It's got a number on the back. I've not used Threadworks before. I've always been interested in trying it. It's a beautiful over-dyed 100% cotton. So I'm really anxious to use that. I'm actually stitching something I might see if it matches up. I'm doing a tree. I'll show you in a second. So I thought that would be a really cool thing to try. We also had somebody from Embroiderers Guild of America come and talk to us. We got her card in there, the Southern Maine chapter. And what else was in there? I feel like I either ate something that was in here or used it already. I can't remember. It was just overstimulation. I sat with some friends. Tina also gave me this. I got so many presents, it was like Christmas. She was upset because the tea is a different color. What? I love this bag. It is so soft. She made this somehow. I don't pretend to know how. There is no bumps in it, so it's not like it's ironed on. It must be printed on somehow. And then it's a beautiful zipper. Inside is this fantastic diamond art bookmark, which I have to protect from Stuart at all costs. And she had this really cool, and I just got it tangled up, this really cool Coloris skein. which I haven't used yet, but I do have quite a few of those. And check this little scissor fob out. Isn't that sweet, with a little turtle and then a crab at the end? I can't wait to get my silver scissors out for this. And it looks like beach glass. You know, these little beads are definitely beach glass themed. Things to tuck away, to keep away from the kitten. My friend Marie came. Check this out. This was her table gift. Isn't that cute? But wait, there's more. It's a container. And she stuffed it with 2 skeins of DMC and a little hummingbird needle threader. Ah, that way. So you tip back his beak to remove the needle threader. Isn't that precious? Now I can put him on a little chain, which I probably should do. So I'm having trouble threading some of my needles. But it all fit in the little butterfly. How genius is that? It was a huge hit because nobody had ever seen that before. My gifts were, the table gifts were a little different from the all day everybody gifts, but I did a little bag full of finishing things. And I love this little butterfly. He's so great because I can put him out for my spring decor, my summer decor. And then we also sat with my friend Alex, and I have to open this to show you. She had these really cute little tags and these cute little organza bags. And she stitched on the smallest thing possible a lobster. 1/1. Now, she told me and I forgot. Is it 25 count? It's the smallest count I think you can possibly get. 56? I don't remember what she said. She might have said 28, but I don't think that's 20. Well, maybe it is 28 count. But it's 1/1. It's so petite and so cute. I could wear it as a pendant. I think I might use it as a zipper pull, but I have to protect this from Stuart. So I don't know where I'm going to display it yet because it's just so sweet. And super smart, signed the back, dated the back. She knew I was going to ask, did you put your name on it? Did you date it? I did ask June that. Her bag is not marked. So I might have to put something on there. Oh, I don't want to lose her name tag because that's cute. And what else? I showed you that. While I was at Stitch Maine, of course I brought things to stitch. Did I stitch? No. I think I probably got 20 back stitches in. It was bad. I was just running my mouth the whole time. But that's what I do. I know. So I started this. Now the night before, I tried to do the whole border of one towel. I didn't. And I tried to finish the border at the retreat. I don't think I did finish the border of one. But now I've done the border on 2 and I've started this one. So I did make a little bit of progress when I was at home. It's coming. It's cute. But you see what I mean? I mean, this has a tree, or it has 2 trees in it. Now, the trees in these look a little lighter in color than that thread works. But because it's a tree, I think that over-dyed would be really good on this tree. So I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to throw it on the fabric and see what I think. Because I would like it to have some variation in the color along the barks instead of like one solid color. So that is definitely something I will be stitching on in the near future. I have to say I've not been doing much stitching while Abby's been recovering. I don't know, I guess I've been nerved up and just anxious and watching her every move. So I just don't. It's only been recently that I've done a few things at night. And now that she's doing so well, maybe I don't need to worry so much. Not going in any order. This was in the door gift. This is a really cute little ruler box. So somebody took a yardstick and made this adorable box out of it. But wait, it's got a little clip on the top. I'm gonna pause this for a second because hubby just came home. He's gonna walk in the door and say, "Why are you filming down here?" I just love this. Each side has 5 little nails that I suspect were done with a little nail gun. Totally hidden, totally sunken. Beautiful work. I wish I could do something like this, but I can't wait to find little treasures for this. All right, I'll be right back. So, husband just came from the mail, and I just unboxed something for Abby. She's sound asleep. She doesn't know.
I'm gonna bomb your video.
So I can't thank you enough. Deborah, this is just, we got a little love note to get well soon, Abby, from you. We got Manny in the mail. She absolutely loves her lobsters. Abby, sweetie, Abby, you got mail. She's asleep. Is she in the window?
She passed out.
Abby. Abby. I know it's got a squeaker in here. I walk around. Oh, hi. Look. Let me see if I can get some film of this. You got mail, princess. You got mail. You got mail. That's for you. Oh, say thank you. She's walking around really well, but she's resting an awful lot. It's like the perfect toy for her because she loves her little lobster toy. She's been through 3 now, so maybe she'll keep this one a little longer. I don't know, I hope so. I can't thank you enough, Deborah. That is the sweetest. Did you know she had a lobster thing? I must have said something. She even likes the lobster dog cookies. Sometimes we can find those and she likes to eat those. I'm going to take a little break and come right back, but my husband just came home from the mail. I have to see if there's anything else for me. Then I have to show you what I bought, what some other table gifts were, what other people gifted to me at the retreat. There's lots to show today. I'll be right back. So at these retreats, people usually bring something for the whole table to nibble on while they're stitching. I found the coolest thing because I saw it at another retreat. I think it was 2 years ago. It's a giant Tic Tac box filled with little Tic Tacs. I found this on Amazon. It's really cute, but as you can see, I'm stuck with a lot of extras. So hopefully I will be able to make up some little table gifts for maybe a stitch group or something. But it was adorable and fun to put on the table. And then Alex brought Twizzlers, which is my favorite and a weakness I have. Not so healthy for me, but I loved nibbling on them. I probably ate half the bag. And then Biscoff cookies, which I absolutely love. Oh, she's got the squeaker. She's nesting right now in her day bed in front of the open door and playing with the lobster. That's Manny. We're going to call him Manny. He came with a little name tag. So there were 2 vendors at this retreat. It's one room, and, you know, there were thousands of charts to look at and choose and different accessory packs and things that you could buy that went with them. And then the New England Stitcher had her set up, and she had the wooden thread keeps that are magnetic, and she had the bead containers too. You got to check her out on Instagram. And I showed you what I bought at her station, which was the Whippakeepa and the zipper pull. And then over at the Daily Stitcher, over at Penny's display, I got a Lucy beam. I think I have to take it out to show you. Hopefully this glare is, I'll have to block that sun. That's our front porch for the front door. So this is a Lucy beam, Merry Christmas Holly. And I love the design. And I thought, oh, I really like that. Here's another thing that I have to find red fabric for. Well, didn't I turn my head, and probably 6 feet from me, I found Curtain Call. Perfect. This is a 16 count Ada. And then I also bought a 32 count Lugana. And this is called Curtain Call. It's there's slight differences. I don't think the camera's gonna pick them up, but the Ada is a little darker. So I can't wait to go up to the craft room, do a floss toss, and see which one I choose. I think I might do it on the 32 count, but I'm not sure. And then I also found this wonderful sampler. Now I do have, I'm gonna forget what it's called. I have another chart called, it's not gonna come to me. It's all the alphabets. Melanie from Soulful Stitcher is doing it. It's a banner with the alphabets going from the top to the bottom. This is from Needlework Press, Lucinda Fraser, 1866. I just love this. Now the back has a better photo. But are those blueberries? If not, I will change them to blueberries. I just thought this was fantastic. And this is what, 6 different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different alphabets. So I thought this was a great, quicker stitch for me to do. I really got taken to this. I thought this was great. Now, a sample. Lucinda Fraser, 1866 is what it's called. I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure what fabric I have to think for this, but I'll find something. And then, I got Happy Mail. And after I ordered it and opened it, I went, oh man, what have I done? I need to learn how to do some crochet or some knitting. Nobody will teach me because I'm left-handed. So I got this really cute spiral bound granny square crochet. Sorry guys. And I went to look at it and I realized it's all for a right-hander. But right on the front page, it tells you, I mean, it's got gorgeous diagrams. And it tells you if you're left-handed, try to use a mirror when looking at the diagrams. Genius. So maybe I can figure out how to do that. But I would like to make some granny squares. I'd like to make a blanket. If anything, I'm going to use this to look at some different types of stitches and just learn some basics. So that's a hopeful thought that I have. We'll see if I get to it. Now, my friend Susan was sitting at our table, and she gave everybody a table gift. This was full of chocolate. Doesn't seem to be now. I pulled all the chocolate out. We've eaten that. But she put a pack of needles in it, which I always needed, and I broke 2 just last time we were up at camp. A seam ripper, which I also use a lot of, and 3 skeins of DMC floss, all in the theme of July, which is great. So that was absolute treat to get. I was excited about that. Who else? What is this from? Oh, this was my smalls exchange. So I picked this because it had little stickers on it. They don't stay on very well, but I can peel them off and use them on some card fronts. I can powder the back and remount them. So I knew it was going to be a Halloween theme, and it turned out to be Emma's. I've got empty Tic Tac things in here. I gotta find another use for those Tic Tac containers. I'm thinking just beads. So I opened it up, and isn't this the cutest? It's a series of 3 little pie pan or tartlets, Halloween themed. Aren't they cute? I'm so excited to get these. And Emma's from B&E Stitchery. So that was a treat to get these. I love doing the smalls. Sometimes it's just too difficult to get the smalls together, but I kind of did mine in January for both retreats. So that's one thing to do if you know you are expecting or wanting to go on at least 2 retreats, to before you even sign up for them, get them done, set them aside so they're ready. I saw some friends that I hadn't seen in a while. I saw Karen. She brought me a massive bag of stuff. I got this fantastic bee-themed honey fabric. I've never seen anything like it. She said she found it at Walmart. I was shocked. I need to go take a peek and see what they have. But I can't wait to use that. Wonderful thing to snack on. This will probably go in the car so I can snack on it on the way up to camp. I'm filming this before even July 1st. You'll see this on my birthday. And we'll be up at camp, or maybe on our way back by then. Just wanted to be prepared. And then there's more. This little bag of finishing things to go on a pillow or even a frame. All these little flowers, bits of beads and lace. Isn't that incredible? I thought there was a button. No, not a button, but all kinds of different little ribbons and things in there. I was like, she thought of everything. And then, oh wait, there's more. The tiniest little piece of chenille yarn for a tiny little pillow, or 2 pillows, depending on what I do. Oh, I should keep that out because I need to hide this stuff. Oh, little, I can't show this. Buttons, different colored gourd pens or gourd pins. Another button, another type of button, a bee charm, and a little daisy charm. I'm so excited to have these. And I have so many little bee things that I want to stitch. So I'm excited to play with all this. And I am so organized now because I just have to really pull out this bag. I don't think I'm going to separate it. I'll keep it near my bee-themed things, so it's all in one place. And this would be a fabulous backing. Absolutely fabulous. Maybe I should open up the bit of honey now. Don't use your teeth. Oh, they're squishy. I haven't had these in years. Probably because I've got so much dental work that I shouldn't be having them. Ooh. So what else? What else? My friend Kara from the FLOSSTUBE channel. This was a mistake. The Granite State Stitchers. She made it to Stitch Maine. She brought me a birthday present. I'm so spoiled. There are so many different colors. It's not like there's just one color, maybe 4 different colors. I'm so excited to go through this. But this means I have to sort these out. And I think I'm going to have to find a way to inventory them on a spreadsheet so I know what the conversion is. Because I do find these extremely handy. There's more thread on the spool than there is in a skein of DMC. 10.9 yards. Compared to, what are we down to now on a skein of DMC? DMC is 8.7 yards. So sometimes when I'm kitting something up, I do look at the spools of anchor that I have because it's handy to have the spool right then and there. She's quiet with that lobster. I think she's nesting right now and snuggling with it. We have to keep her calm, down off of the chairs. We have cardboard boxes on all the chairs. A massive cardboard box on the couch. The door to the bedroom's always closed, so she can't sneak in there and try to get up on the bed. Now that she's feeling better, she wants to do more, and that's a no-no. For at least, I think it's 10 weeks or 14 weeks, something really crazy. No jumping. And when she goes out, only on a leash. There's no way I want this to mess up, especially after that expense. I think that's it. I gotta look at my list. Oh, I got my dump finds. Maybe I'll put that in the next video. I also wanted to tell you, at the end of this video, I have the cutest little short video of Abby getting a lymphatic massage. And this was to help because her ankle was swollen like 4 times the size, regular size ankle, as well as her like whole thigh and leg, upper part of her leg. It's expected. And it was almost a blessing that my husband had hip surgery, so we knew what to expect because he had the same issue. But he had a home physiotherapist who would come to the home and do massage, which was fantastic. It started out as just like, I think, PT that was ordered, and then we found out she did massage, so we kept her on. So when she was at the house, this was what, 2 years ago now? Yeah. Abby and her had a love affair. They were immediately attracted to each other. Abby was up on the bed when she was getting a massage to my husband, and we were talking about different rotation and things that he could do and what I could do to help. So Abby was right there and interested and knew what was going on. And she's a dog lover, so when she had the surgery, we called her up and said, you know, would you ever consider, because Abby had this surgery, and have you ever done dogs before? Yes, I'll be over right away. She was over the next day. Abby was so receptive to this. She was falling asleep practically in her arms. It was so precious. Her swelling went down the next day. So we had her over for 2 sessions that first week of recovery. I think it made a world of difference. And then we knew how to best help her as well. So it was just really beneficial. And I think after we get some of the next few weeks of craziness over, because we just did her 10-day follow-up appointment today, this morning. So she's got her stitches out. So I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll have her over again to see if she needs some massage and see how she is, if she needs to be massaged for any kind of vertebra that might be out of place. Not chiropractic, but just massage therapy, because she's been walking funny. She's been waddling. So we'll see if that helps her. What we do for our babies, it's very important. You want to come sit with me and do some video? Okay. I'm going to sign off. Do a couple of, I have more stuff to show you though, don't I? I'll save the dump finds. This is a lot of talking, so I'll save the dump finds. I promise I won't forget to show them. I'll write them down. And one more thing I wanted to tell you. I have photos that I'll show you in the next video. But before I sign off, we had a news segment on our local news about something that I totally forgot about that you guys might want to look up on YouTube. If you don't know about the Bert and I stories, they are Maine stories told with a Maine accent. And I don't recall how old they are, but it's funny and it's fun to watch or listen to. So go on YouTube and type in Bert and I Maine stories, and some things should pop up. There's probably 2 different videos that I found. The picture that you see, or the thumbnail that you see, is simply Bert and I on a white background or a cream background, and it's just lettering. There's a couple of other spin-offs that are just as fun to watch. But if you want to hear the Maine accent and you want to hear some funny Maine stories, very true, go ahead and look that up, Bert and I. And I think, yeah, that's it for this video. I'll put on a couple of book flip-throughs because it still continues. There's still piles and piles everywhere. And I will see you next week. Happy stitching. Be safe. So this is a book called Decorative Cross Stitch. It is a wonderful book, 40 different things for decorating items in your home. But these are also great motifs for other gifts that you can give outside the home. This is by Maria Diaz. It's kind of hard to show this because there's so many graphs and charts in here, but we can do a flip through and see what we can see in here. I love the little windmill motif here. This shouldn't be too hard to find. I think you can get it on a second market. Look at these leaves. I love the teapots. Of course, every book I have seems to start with materials and techniques, which is handy, and reminders of different stitches to do. First chapter is going to be fruits and flower motifs. That's a cute little stitch band. I've always wanted like curtain tiebacks that are stitch band. Oops. Here we go. Oh, those daisies are really cute. It's really pretty. There's the windmills. You can also do like little frame pieces with some of these motifs. That towel's a great idea. If you don't have a towel to stitch on, you can do the cross stitch. And then mount it to the tail. I probably would have put some white behind it though, so that blue doesn't show through. And a teapot and little teacups. This is a really great idea. This little quilted playmat with a couple of little stitches in it. Wonderful baby gift. It looks super soft. This is really cool. And great idea with the relief on top of the notebook. Just so many pretty stitches in this book. Different motifs for so many different things. Those are really cute. But how cute would this be if you put like just one cat on a sweatshirt or something? Or even a bird in a corner of near neckline of a t-shirt or sweatshirt. Ah, that's a box. I had to think about what that was. Ooh, I love red. Oh, that's sweet. I love the lace edging they put on that. Ah, playing card motifs, but how cute is that to have the heart on the notebook? That's really, really neat. That's pretty. And that's the end of that one. It's all charts. There's just chunks and chunks in here that are charts I can't show. So Decorative Cross Stitch by Maria Diaz. And it looks like it is New Holland is the publisher. Where was this published? It looks like 2003. It looks like this is an original printing in New Zealand. I'm not sure, but I think that is. The next book, this is an oldie but a goodie. Needlework Stitches by Barbara Snook. Now, I don't know if I should get rid of this or not. I don't know how often I'd look at it because I can look up different stitches, but it's a wealth of information because it's over 370 different stitches in here with diagrams. It's like the Bible of stitches. Now, if I know what the name of the stitch is, I can just Google it, but if I don't, I can flip through this book and it'll show me, as well as give a written description next to it. I can just look it up by, okay, it looks like that stitch, and this is a Hungarian, and it'll talk about it. And the diagrams are really good. It's a good book to read. I can always just try to find something by the index if I know the name of it. But it is a great reference tool. Kind of on the fence if I want to get rid of it or not. Because just trying to read something like this before you go to bed, it shows you so many great diagrams, get things in your head, get some confidence after browsing through it, have a better understanding of the placement of some of the stitches. So I do see it as something useful that I could keep. And Needlework Stitches by Barbara Snook. This next one is Floral Needlepoint for Beginners by Stella Edwards. It's got a huge amount of charts in here, almost on every page. It's going to be hard to show. I'll just show a few things in here. What I like about this book is it shows you how to finish things. It's got 4 different seasons in here. I'm not going to be able to show all 4 seasons because of all the charts in here, but it'll show you how to finish something off that you did on canvas, needlework canvas, needlepoint canvas, or how to finish off something on like a plastic canvas, particularly if you're not so confident about how to do the edges. Like, look at this. So if it's been a while since you've done something, or you want to try to do something and you're not so sure about it, look at the detail on how to do the edging and how to put those pieces together. It is very good at the close-ups and how to put those and place those stitches. Whoops. Same thing here with like the needlepoint canvas. How to fold the edges, how to hide that seam. Can show that. And it's got some just great photography in here. It's very handy for showing you how things are completely finished off, with pages and pages of descriptions, pictures, details. But it's so hard to show the book because there's so many charts. These are those brick door stoppers. I've done some of those. I have a few more I want to do. How to do lacing in the back. How to do mountings. Oops. Oh, I got caught there. You see what I mean, though? It's just, there's charts everywhere. Can't show that. This how shows you how to use stuff, how you hide the edges, working again with a canvas, stitching on a canvas, which is really handy. That's Floral Needlepoint for Beginners by Stella Edwards. If you have somebody who's learning to stitch, or you want to start doing some other types of needlework, great reference. I just couldn't fill this whole book with all these pages to hide all the charts. And the next one is Glorious Cross Stitch. More than 50 stunning projects for every room in your home. And this is by Chris Rankin, Rankin. I've not seen a lot of these out in the wild. I'm sure you can get it on a secondary market. I really do like the stitches in here. You'll see why. Look at that. If that doesn't say Thea Governor, I don't know what does. That's so pretty. I've always wanted to do that one. I think I've tabbed this one in the back too, so we can do a close-up. And it starts like the other ones, finishing and stitches. Oh, it's so sweet. The tea cabinet. Yes, please. Look at that. That's fantastic. That's pretty, the window. That's cute. And you don't have to do the whole thing, just do the center if you don't want to do all that bordering. That's lovely. That's the one from the cover. I love this one. Teddy bears, of course. And just do the center without that crazy border if you don't want to. and chock-a-block full. It lists DMC and Anchor, and the charts are all in black and white. This one I have wanted to do for so long. This is actually a tea cozy, but on the very next page they have the miniature ones that are actually egg covers or egg warmers. And wouldn't it be cute to have that one, that big one, and then the two little ones next to it? And you can change it to a doorstop if you don't want a tea cozy. I wish I could show the egg cup ones, but too many charts. It'd be so cute as just a stand up too. Yes, please. What a beautiful room. That's lovely too. And this one, yep. Now, I'm not to be trusted in white, but I could wear it on a blue. I would get everything on white if I tried to eat something while wearing that. But that's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a pretty blouse. And yeah, that's it. Rest is all charts. Bloop. So that is Glorious Cross Stitch by Chris Rankin. More than 50 stunning projects. Now we have the Proper Stitch. Now, the Proper Stitch is by Darlene Osteen. This is a guidebook for stitches. It is what I thought would be full of charts is really full of stitches, and I'll show you how in detail it goes. It starts with just basics from the cross stitch family, and then it gets into some different types of stitching, so you can see the graduation and progression of other specialty stitches that are used throughout sampler work and other advanced stitches. And each diagram will show you the placement of those stitches. So you don't just see the end result, it'll show you how it progresses and how the pattern is formed. Step-by-step process. And then it's helpful because different pages will show you a stitch, and in a little corner there's a color sample. Let's see if we can find one in here. Yeah, there's some bigger charts in the back. But this is definitely the Specialty Stitchers ultimate reference guide to different things that you'll see in sampler work. And once you've mastered one, you can do your own types of samplers or play around with different borders. So you can have a continuation, and then you can visualize where to jump off of, placement of the different leaves, different angles, motifs. It just helps you get organized in mastering these stitches. It's really beautifully illustrated. It talks about where to hide your end stitches too. Particularly when you're doing things like black work. And you're using, thinner or single-stranded threads. Because sometimes you don't want to just tuck it under. Might get too bulky. There's an Algerian stitch, or Algerian eye stitch. Simple eyelet stitches. And here's another example. So you've got a series of stitch diagrams and then a little section of a sample in the corner. Let's see if we can see this better. So you can see how many different stitches are in here. You've got a satin stitch. You've got some cross stitches. You've got some satin stitches within the cross stitch border. It's just an incredible book, incredible reference tool. I haven't played around a lot with this book, but it's The Proper Stitch by Darlene Osteen. It's heavy, it's thick, it's meaty. It's not going to break your toe when you drop it, though. Very substantial book. And this one ran about $35. If you're patient, you can get it on a secondary market. I do know I got this one on Amazon. So just keep looking. It's put out by Just Cross Stitch and Sampler and Antique Needlework. Very handy reference tool. Her setup. She had the wooden thread keeps that are magnetic, and she had the bead containers too. Gotta check her out on Instagram. And I showed you what I bought at her station, which was the Wikipedia and the zipper pull. And then I'll
She seems to be enjoying her massage. Doggy PT.